I'm Gene Sperling. I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and raised there, and raised in a family where we particularly honored Michigan sports, the Detroit Tigers, and fighting for social justice. And that's how I was brought up, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to be the National Economic Advisor, or Counsel of the National Economic Council, for both President Clinton and President Obama. So you really have two jobs. You are one, the honest broker coordinator for the economic team, and secondly, you are the top economic advisor inside the White House. So you have to be the one that works with the rest of the White House, that often briefs the president, that often writes him the memo, and you have to try to succeed at both levels. To be a good advisor, to give your opinion and your advice. On the other hand, you also have to be the honest broker who makes sure that all views are being fairly represented to the president, so that the team is working in a feeling of trust. But I think that I also became somewhat focused on the fact that I feared that the way that economic policy was presented to the United States and to the people was that you were either for growth and free markets, or you were for programs that helped poor people, that gave poor children a fair chance, that helped lower income and middle class young people go to college, and that these were somehow divisions, they were choices. And I think I became very focused on the view that those of us who were progressive and those of us who believed in markets had to really show that you could be both pro-growth and progressive, and that there was a coherent economic vision that could focus on how markets and the economy work to really grow and create jobs, and yet still ingrained in that a fundamental value that we are a people who do not believe that the accident of your birth should determine the outcome of your life, or that we believe that everybody should have a chance to move up, and that fundamentally people who work hard and take responsibility should have a degree of security and dignity in their lives, and that those are very consistent with a strategy that is also about growing the economy. And when you join the Obama administration on January 20th, 2009, you really woke up every day wondering, is this the year that the United States might go into the second Great Depression? And so you are working around the clock, and you are focused, number one, on that, because if you don't prevent the country from spiraling down into a deeper and deeper recession and ultimately into a depression, well, obviously nothing else you're working on is going to matter. And even now, as National Economic Advisor, I think the kind of constant focus on anything and everything you can do at each and every moment to just move the ball forward on housing, on refinancing, on energy, on worker training, on jobs, anything that you can do that moves that ball forward, because we're still at over 8% unemployment. That's a lot better than the 10% unemployment we're at, but it's not even close to where we ought to be.